Well, hello there. It's been a while. And everyone always says that. And guess what? It really has. Now, today's video is going to be a bit of a, how can I put this? Bit of a life changer for me because I actually decided that at the beginning of the year I was putting on way too much weight. I wasn't doing enough exercise, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So I decided to take it into my own hands, and I asked my brother-in-law because he was a personal trainer, but he now has a new job. But he is very good at what he does. So I got his opinion, and he pointed me in the direction of an app called MyFitnessPal, which is what this video is primarily about. Now, I should point out that when I started this at my heaviest, which was beginning of December, I was 13 stone 5. We're in May. As of as of half an hour ago, I am now 11 stone 9. Now, it may not sound like a lot, but considering that it has taken me, I actually got down to about 11 stone, I think I got down to about 11 stone 13 in the beginning of March, and I've kept it there. My initial target was to be actually at 11 stone. Now, if the BMI is anything to be believed, I'm still kind of not sure about it at the moment. It's I'm kind of, you imagine this as a line, so you're overweight, underweight. I'm kind of instead of being a smack in the middle, which apparently my ideal weight is 10.5 stone. I should tell, like 10 stone 1, which I would be a lot thinner than I am now. Don't worry, I'm not going that far. My original goal was going to be about 11 stone. Having said that, I've decided I'm going to change it to 11 stone 5/6. I know it's in your pound, by the way. Basically, that way I will get down to exactly 2 stone. And then I'm going to try and keep it there. Now, keeping there, maintaining it, as they call it, I'm actually finding very very easy. The temptation, however, to go and eat junk food, surprisingly, I thought I was going to have a real struggle with this, and I haven't. Mainly because I have now seen, from the amount of junk food that I've been eating through my life, and I've stopped doing, how bad my diet actually was. So, for instance, I haven't had crisps since the beginning of the year. Now, I should tell, with the exception of my birthday, because I had tortillas because I went out. I'm cooking all of my food from fresh. Beforehand, I was eating a lot of takeaway stuff and pre-packaged and just rubbish really. But now I'm cooking everything from scratch. I'm making a bit of an effort to actually go and make up a menu every week, which is an old habit I did years ago, and I just kept going. I've actually got a recipe folder that I've got, so those big sort of file boxes, the ones that you open them and then they sort of go like that. I've got one of them, and it's just full of low-fat dinners that are a piece of piss to make. But primarily, one thing I have noticed is that just by simply including a bit of veg and some type of fruit in my diet every day and drinking more water, loads of weird things I didn't expect to have happened. Like, for instance, I had eczema when I was a kid. Well, actually, when I was doing my GCSE exams, and all my forehead and all around here was really bad, and it made all my scalp really, really dry. Since adding my new diet in, my scalp has completely cleared up. It's really, really easy to wash now. My skin is a lot healthier. And beforehand, it used to be really horrible to touch. I've got a dry patch there, but that's because I've been in the sun all day. For once, it's actually nice weather, except at the moment it is 8 o'clock at night. So it's been quite hot on a Sunday for once, which is nice. Anyway, I'm divulging. Now, the app itself. So I run it on my Android phone, and the other thing I've now started doing is very light exercises, including jogging and walking, but for long distance. And what I have, I don't know if you can see it from there, but the red one is actually a meditation thing, which I haven't actually started. See if I can get this. There you go. So I've got a pedometer, which is pretty much what it sounds like. I just leave it running. And the one we're interested in is MyFitnessPal, which looks like this. So when I've got the basic version, so when you load up, you end up with your daily calorie amount. So if I show you a plain empty day, so because I've done one thing I now do is when I do my food shop, and as I said, I make a menu for the week of all the meals, primarily just because I can't be bothered to come back home from work and think, oh, we're going to cook. It also helps if you do your shopping online, or if you've got very large quantities of willpower to actually not be able to go out and do things like that. But you do realise how much rubbish that you eat, and you don't notice the amount of calories that are in there. Like, for instance, on one of the days, I've got pie, mash, and veg, and that is, the pie on its own. Now, the mash I made, the carrots, well, obviously I bought them, which I've now started roasting, which is much nicer than boiling. But a minced beef and onion pie, bearing in mind, it's probably about the same size as this, and this is my external hard drive. And that's only about that long. Actually, it's probably about the same size as my phone. That's 483 calories for a single portion. Now, there are cheaper ones down there, but to be fair, I've got the points for it. And that's the thing I've noticed. As long as you don't have to go silly, you don't have to be like, oh, I can't eat it because it's too high in points. I mean, there is an aspect in it, yes. However, if you're prepared to think cleverly and be like, okay, well, I know that veg is a lot lower. So, for instance, one of the meals I'm making in the week is a butternut squash risotto, which is about 200 calories, and I can make tons of the stuff. And it turns out I really like that type of veg. Who knew? As my wife likes to inform me, I only like orange veg. Well, I won't argue with that. Anyway, this is what a basic day, empty day. Come on. So, I'm having a bit of a problem with trying to get this to focus because it's so bright. Hang on, I'm going to see if oh, there we go. Right, so if you can just about see that, so you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you have, damn it. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, exercise, and then underneath it's got nutrition and then notes. Now, I don't actually use the nutrition and notes part. However, along the top, and I'm pretty certain you can't see this. Let's go and turn down the brightness on this. You can just about make it out. Along the very top, so this bit here, it actually shows you your calories per day. So at the moment, I've got 1,660 calories per day. Per day. It was a bit higher than that, but as it turns out, it's something to do with things like your birth month and date and that sort of stuff. I don't quite know and understand it, but it has on here. So you got your goal, then you've got minus food, plus exercise equals remaining. Now, on a usual day, when the weather is quite nice, I go out for about an hour's walk or a jog or whatever, and that makes about 400 or 500 calories that I can make back. This is also quite good because it tells you when you have to eat a certain amount per day, and then it's got the blog on there and everything included, so you can go and speak to other people and see what they think. It is a very, very nice little app, and more importantly, it's free. So thanks to them, I have lost loads of weight, and I'm planning on going in further. Like I said, down to about 11 stone 5/6, so I've lost 2 stone, and now I'm going to keep it at that level and just have it sort of either side. And I've given myself a target for the end of the year. Now, like I said, currently I'm 11 stone 9, so I've got another 4 pounds to go. And now that the weather's picking up, I can actually go out for jogs. I've got a week off next month, so I'm going to do exercise that month. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. And if you ever want to go and get into shape and you don't know where to start, this is a nice little idea. Would thoroughly recommend it. And what I then did as a little bonus, well, my little way of saying well done to me, is I went and bought the Ava figures from the Rebuild series. Now, there is going to be a video on that, but I don't know when I'm going to have time in the week because I'm now studying a diploma in British Sign Language, which is taking up some time. But needless to say, it will be coming up. So at the moment, I've got Unit 0, 1, 2, 3, Unit 5, Unit 6, and Unit 8. I was going to buy Unit 13, but I decided against it. Oh, and I've got an Ava MP from the original series because I just did, because I sold all my other ones. But needless to say, that will be coming up. I don't know when. It just depends on when I get some time because I've got birthdays. My niece's birthday on Saturday, so I can't do that then. So, MyFitnessPal, very worthwhile having, and I will catch you crazy kids later. Rock on.